Hello, how we can run Nexus repository? We can download zip file for Unix and Windows systems, unzip it and run using commands. We also can run it in Docker. Here are several options. The first one is run first version, the second one is run third version. We can define some parameters like port, like JVM arguments. Here is an example. And also we can have persistent data. We can create volumes for backup. Here is example of volume and folder which we backup. For Unix system I prefer Docker with volume. For Windows system I prefer to run vagrant. Vagrant is a command line utility for managing the life cycle of virtual machines. We define VM, CPU, RAM, IP, synced folders, scripts, and run our virtual machine. I have two images. The first one is basic, which has pre-installed Linux system with Docker. The second has pre-installed Nexus repository. Let's run it. Navigate to folder Linux with Nexus. Linux with Nexus. Run terminal. Let's run our virtual machine. Type vagrant up and press enter. Start process for running virtual machine. So it started. It took probably 5 or a little more minutes. It has own IP. Let's visit it. Here is our repository. So we can see our repositories. We can search. We can see how to obtain repository address. Now let's sign in. It shows us that admin user password is located in this directory. As username we have admin, but we have created backup synced folder. Let's see what it has. So this we can close and we can navigate to our data and we can see admin password, which we can open with Notepad. Copy this and let's try to login. Okay, login, admin and password here. Sync never. Okay. It propose to change password. Let's change. Okay. Never. Next, it proposes us to configure anonymous access. It asks to disable and enable. It means that anonymous user, which not login, can look our repositories, but by best practices this is not allowed, so we disable anonymous access. Finish. So let's try to check anonymous access. Open incognito window and try to look into our repositories. So you can see that we can't see any of repositories. We need only sync in. But we don't have a user who can do it. Let's talk about permission and roles later. Now let's try to install with Docker. Before we start with Docker, I would like to show you how to save your data and stop this VM. We can navigate to Oracle VirtualBox Manager and press close and save state. It means that we save current state of our virtual machine. And then when we needed to start it, we just open VirtualBox and start this server. Okay, so let's run our basic image where we have pre-installed Docker. So we installed our VM and we can log in to it. To log in, we should type vagrant SSH and basic this name. For previous VM we should type vagrant SSH Nexus. So let's do it. So now we inside. We can check our Docker. Yes. Work direct, vagrant, nano, Docker. Let's create our file. we use image Nexus 3, we create volume, and we define port. X, yes, yes. Now we just use docker compose up minus d. I run this image. Let's wait. So our server was already running and it has own IP. Let's check it. So our Nexus started. Let's review our Docker Compose. I updated it. Nexus data is folder in our vagrant folder where we backup data from Sonatype. Okay, ls, and we can see this folder Nexus data cd Nexus data ls. Okay, it not backup, didn't backup. Let's find our password. Here is our password. We can copy it and login. Sign in, admin, password. Okay. In contrast to previous installation, we enable anonymous access to see what happened. Next, we can open incognito windows and navigate to our Nexus repository. So now we can see our repositories.